This is my 2020 RAV4. I'm going to paint the rims and the emblems black. These are all the tools that I'm going to be using to paint the rims and the emblem. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the tire. Alright, well, that's one tire, 3 more to go. Now, before you start painting or doing anything, you're going to want to remove the Toyota emblem itself from the tire. This little guy right here, you're going to want to remove it before you start painting, because you're going to be real upset if you paint over this. Now that I've removed the emblem and smoothed out the surface, you're going to want to use it by hand to aggressively add some grooves to the surface so the paint can adhere to it. And there you have it. So it's going to look a little dusty, it's going to look rough. That's the idea. You want the paint to adhere to the rough surfaces so it can stay stuck to it and won't just peel off. Now the next step is to rinse off all the debris and all the sand, all the sanding residue that you've done. Rinse it off good, thoroughly. Next step you're going to do is get dish soap and some water, and you're going to scrub it really good and scrub it clean. No dirt, nothing, no grease. Make sure it's completely clean like your dish. Oh, don't mind the slow motion and the special effects. I was simply admiring the truck that was passing by. The next step is you're going to want to rinse it thoroughly. No soap. Remove all the soap. Alright, now the next step, you're going to want to flip the whole tire over and you're going to want to clean the inside of it as well. Alright, if you want the best quality, it's going to take some patience and some time, but you got to clean thoroughly, inside and out. Alright, so now after you've rinsed it, if you see any kind of dirt or anything like that, you're going to want to go over and do it again. You know, just make sure there's no dirt, no grease, nothing like that. Alright? Now, if it's hard to come off, that's fine, leave it alone. Alright? So here we go. Okay, so in this case, that was a hard spot to remove, so you want to leave it alone. The paint will stick, so that's all good. If you're scrubbing it and it won't come off, don't kill yourself over it. So, you know, this little spot right here, it's hard to come off. Don't worry about it. Okay, now this is the hardest step of all. Waiting, letting it dry. I mean, you can speed the process up by applying paper towel and then, you know, make sure all the excess water is out, but you can never entirely dry it with just paper towel. So sometimes you just have to let it air dry or sun dry. Make sure there's no moisture, no water, nothing. But let's do this. So now I'm gonna dry it off with paper towel just a little bit to speed up the process. Now, as you're drying, you're going to want to look at your paper towel, examine it. If there's any grease in there, that means you still have some scrubbing to do. I have a little bit of grease, that's okay. I can actually wipe it off with just paper towel. Now, this is the tedious part of the job. You're going to want to cover the tires because you don't want to get spray paint on your tires. Okay, so I developed a method as I was doing this. So you're going to want to tape off the edges first, around the rim where the rim meets the tire. Tape it off as best as you can. And then I'm going to take paper, get tape, and just cover it like so. Alright, so we want coverage to look like this. You want to block off the tire completely as best as you can. If you have a little crack here and there, that's fine. You know, it's a tire, it's gonna wear off eventually and you're gonna have to change it and you'll never see that paint ever again. So now that we covered up all the tires, you're gonna want to keep in mind before you spray which way the wind is blowing, because my car is just behind you and you want to make sure that the overspray doesn't get to your car. A good tool to have in handy is a spray gun. It'll make your life a lot easier. Lightly spray your first coat. Okay, so I had to stop and take extra precaution because I noticed that the wind started shifting, and as I started spraying, it was going towards my car. So I covered it up with a plastic bag. So hopefully we can proceed. All right, guys, that was the first coat. You're gonna want to wait at least 15 minutes and then spray the second coat. 15 minutes, spray the third coat. That's it. So we're gonna wait. Looks dirt dry, bone dry. So I'm gonna apply my second coat right now. All right, so now my 15 minutes is up. I let that dry completely. I'm gonna apply my clear coat. I use the crystal clear enamel. It's gonna be my last coat, 3 coats. Okay, now that's completely dry, it's time to remove the paper and the tape. Okay, now it's time to put the tires back. So I noticed some parts that I missed. I'm gonna re-spray paint it, only in the areas that I missed.
Lately I've been stuck in one place, and lately I've been running out of patience. Honestly, I feel so out of my mind, and honestly, I wouldn't mind the time. Fatal attraction, she kill when she passing. Why you murder me, my baby? Fatal attraction, she kill when she passing. Why you murder me, my baby? I was outside, it's a quarter past.